Hi there, I'm Jordan Hillary with the Daily National, and today is part 2 of our 2-part series on direct trade. In part 1 of our series, we talked to Mariel Freeman, owner of Shot Tower Coffee, about why direct trade was an important part of her shop's experience. And today, we're talking to Chad Morton and Kirby Watson, founders of the Direct Trade Coffee Club. Chad and Kirby, thanks so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us on.
Thanks for having us.
So, how did you first learn about direct trade?
Well, I had traveled to Guatemala several years ago to see some of the devastation of the Civil War that had happened, throughout the 80s and some of the 90s even. And my local contact there ended up being a subsistence coffee farmer. Not knowing anything about coffee, but having a big idea of trying to connect economies around the world, I brought some coffee back in a backpack, and everybody told me what I was trying to do, which was connect the farmer to the consumer or to the roaster, couldn't be done. And I'm a bit headstrong, so I tried to prove them wrong at that point, and it started into a business which I came to find out was the terminology of direct trade.
So you kind of fell into it haphazard. I think that's a really good story, though, because it really highlights what direct trade does for some of the third world economies where there happens to be some of the best growing environments for coffee.
Yeah, absolutely. It was by accident, and I quickly, there was a huge learning curve to what I was trying to do. And it just made sense to me. The farmer gets what he needs to survive, and the roaster gets the potential to have amazing coffee.
Yeah, it really is a win-win. So you learned about direct trade, and then how did you guys decide, or why did you decide to start the Direct Trade Coffee Club?
Well, we really believe that the best situation for the farmer is to have that direct relationship with the roaster. And there are a number of roasters that were are using that model rather. We really wanted to do what we could to support that relationship between the roaster and the farmer. And we believe that there's no better way to do that than to provide an avenue to connect those two parties together with consumers. So we created the Direct Trade Coffee Club as a consumer-facing website that enables consumers to come into the club and purchase a subscription for coffee. And we ship the coffee directly from our roasters to the consumers on whatever frequency they want. So it's a subscription-based coffee model, and it does a great job with connecting consumers that care about where their coffee is grown and understand the importance of having a good value chain in that product, and connects those consumers with the roasters that support that business model. So it's something that we're extremely excited about.
I think one of the things that is so great about your site is that not only are you kind of giving direct trade a wider platform, but you're really providing the consumer more accessibility to really high quality coffee. You don't have to travel all the way to a coffee shop to get high quality, or even, like Chad was saying, to Guatemala. You're really making it more accessible for everybody. So I think that's great.
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Absolutely. I was just going to say we're one of the only sites out there that focuses on coffee that is sourced using a direct trade model. There are a number of other clubs out there, but you really never understand the quality or how that purchase was made between the roaster and the farmer. So sometimes it's going to be fair trade, sometimes it's going to be commodity purchase coffee. Whereas all of the coffee that comes through the Direct Trade Coffee Club was purchased using the direct trade model. So those roasters have a direct impact on the farmer's life. They, in many cases, have a higher price point for the coffee that they pay, and they pay that directly to the farmer. And so the end result of that is not only do they give a fair price to the farmer, but they get a higher quality product, which is what the club is really all about, because we believe that high quality coffee is really the only sustainable model.
And I totally appreciate that. And not only are you supporting transparency in that supply chain, but you really are giving farmers a better life. Can you explain how the club works? If we want to sign up for the club, what do we do? What do we need to do to get this amazing coffee delivered directly to our doorstep?
Well, we encourage people to go to the site and learn about direct trade. And the website is dtcoffeeclub.com. And you can go there and learn about the roasters that participate in the club, how coffee is grown, where it's grown. We have some farmer profiles on there. And from there, it's a very simple e-commerce transaction. You'll go to the shop on the site, choose how many pounds of coffee you want in each of your shipments, and then just sign up for a subscription. You put in your credit card and we ship it out automatically at the end of each week. It's pretty simple.
Comes right to your door.
And I know you guys also have some other helpful tips on your site. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about some of the brewing tips and things like that you offer? Because I think this just really helps people understand how to get at the perfect brew once you get that great quality coffee.
Absolutely. Well, one of the things that we do, and Chad's going to elaborate a little bit more, but with every subscription, we send out a Hario dripper, some filters, as well as a welcome kit that includes instructions on how to brew coffee, where coffee is grown, and that type of thing. So that comes with every subscription.
So there's a huge trend in the specialty coffee industry of all the different brew methods and how they affect the flavor of the coffee. So kind of like the club, we're about education, educating where your coffee comes from and why it makes a difference. But then your brew method absolutely also can either detract or enhance your experience with the coffee that you receive from the club. So we try and do a good job. We're still working on it, but putting all the different brew methods available there. Specifically, we're most concerned about the Hario because that's what comes in the subscription packet. But talking about how temperature of water and grind settings all will affect the final flavor. And so what we want our customers to understand is that you can make an amazing cup of coffee at home without having to travel to the coffee shop. Support your coffee shop, yes, but you can also do this at home, and it's not as hard as what a lot of people think that it is. So we're all about the education side of it.
That's exactly right. I think coffee can be a little intimidating sometimes. You walk into a shop and you're not sure what to order. So this probably helps you at home and actually maybe break some of the stigmas about walking into the shop and kind of knowing what you're getting yourself into.
Yeah, the only ego you're going to have a problem with is your own.
Well, that's what most of us battle with. Well, I know you guys set up something special for Daily National viewers. Could you tell us a little bit about it?
We did, yeah. We really value the support that you've provided us here, and so we want to make sure that all of your customers have an opportunity to try our coffee. So when you check out, go ahead and use the coupon code DailyNational. That's all one word, and you'll receive a 10% discount on your subscription for any orders that come through between now and the end of 2012.
That's so awesome, you guys. Thank you so much for doing that. Once again, that's dtcoffeeclub.com. Go to dtcoffeeclub.com, and if you type in the word Daily National, all one word, at checkout, you'll get 10% off. Thank you guys so much for joining us today.
Thank
you very much.
And we just really appreciate what you're doing. As consumers, it's very important for us to know where our goods come from, and the Direct Trade Coffee Club just provides a great example for that. You're promoting ethical treatment of the coffee farmers. You're promoting sustainable methods for the environment that the growers are growing the coffee in, complete transparency in the supply chain, and most importantly, you're getting the word out on the best cup of coffee, the best quality cup of coffee. So we love that. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Perfect.
Thank you.